So will Shenhe is going to be the next Archon of Liyue? Yes guys, the upcoming character Shenhe is going to be the next Archon of Liyue, and I will tell you how. Obviously it's just based on my theory, and let me tell you it's not official. So yes, this video is going to be very interesting, and before starting off this video, I have a daily commission for you. So your first commission is to like this video, your second commission is to subscribe this channel, your third commission is to comment on this video, and your fourth and final commission is to share this video. So Bard, oh no Bard, not you. This time, Master Oogway, roll the intro. So basically there is no country in Teyvat that exists without an Archon, although the one which didn't have the Archon was destroyed. Yes, I am talking about Khaenri'ah. So yeah, this will not be liked, but hear me out. I will straight up jump to the main question. So, what's the possibility if Shenhe takes over Zhongli as the new Archon of Liyue? Well, we don't know if she is an adepti or an actual god or both. Well, if you are confused, then let me give you an example from Naruto. So think about the Shannon concept. We had Morax as a Hokage, and with Shenhe as Tsunade, more like Jiraiya, who visits when he likes, who come forward after Hokage's death or something like that. So yeah, it can be possibly like this, that after Morax's death, Shenhe came to visit Liyue and takes the place as the new Archon. The reason I am thinking this has many reasons. Firstly, because Ningguang and Keqing new outfit rumors. I mean, why would Ningguang needs another outfit? It has to be a major event related to Qixing or something like Moonchase, where both were judges, but definitely more serious like an official capacity or celebration like Lantern Rite, or it could also be absolutely no meaning behind their new outfit. But another thing we should remember is that during the Nameless Treasure, the pattern of the third Adeptus was grounded on one of the boxes. Could that be Shenhe, since her lore says that she gets angered easily and destroys her surroundings? Could she have left Liyue only to return after the sensing death of Morax? Or it can also be possible that Traveler has to go ask her to return to Liyue from, let's say, Kazma's quest like the Surumi Island Thunderbird, and ask her to return to Liyue, and she turns into human to take the mantle as the leader of the Adeptis, since she's actually a god or a part of god, or she can also be an hybrid of an Adepti and a god, cause we have seen the hybrid of the human and Adepti. Yes, I am talking about Ganyu. So it can also be possible that Shenhe can be a half god and a half Adeptus. And now there can be a very big question, and it is that if Shenhe is a cyro vision holder, then how can she become a GEO Archon? But do we know it for sure? Has Genshin not changed the element of a character or even weapon? Has Genshin not released characters with same element next to each other in succession? Shenhe could change to GEO to replace Ningguang, just like how Kokomi was to Barbara. We already know the fact that Archons have been replaced by other nations. So why are they replaced? Can nations not exist without Archon? We still don't know basis of Archon selection after death of previous Archon, but they were all replaced, possibly by a god which have been descended from Celestia. We don't know if it is necessary for them to be of same element as Archon before, but we know for sure Archons don't need Genesis to be strong, and they are supposedly gods even without Archon statues. Although I am not completely versed with lore and could go completely wrong at one of the points, which can completely debunk my theory. But like it or not, Liyue is without god, and even though people has no problem with that, will Celestia let that happen? A nation without Archon? Or will the other Archons accept Liyue as country without Archon? Other Archons are not like Venti and Zhongli, cause we don't know the personality of the rest of the Archons. They also need Archon because Morak can only be generated by GEO Archon, which cannot be solved because GEO Genesis belongs to Cyro Archon now, and this will probably affect Qixing at one point. Take it as speculations of Shenhe enthusiasts, but I genuinely think no nation can exist in map of Teyvat without an Archon protection. Since we have these facts, there exists evil god which can sense Archon or its absence, like Aztaha could sense Zhongli was no longer the GEO Archon. Morax might be alive as Zhongli, but he is just like Venti without Genesis, and we also know that Zhongli is no longer Morax and connected to other Adeptis anymore, except Madame Ping, who knows Zhongli's real identity. Well, it's also my speculation. He was Archon, but it was just for name, and she never ruled but gave directives to others. Venti was always around, but he isn't a ruler, except Zhongli. Most Archons just existed but never ruled. Genesis is means to connect them to Celestia, and it is possible to be or remain Archon without Genesis. Only thing which doesn't add is if Zhongli knew he is supposed to be replaced. Was any of this like his replacement was part of his last contract he signed? And it can also be possible that Shenhe can return to Liyue and take the place of Zhongli. But do you guys think that Shenhe could be the next Archon succeeding Zhongli? I want you all guys to comment down below about your opinions. And yes guys, it's just a theory, so don't take it seriously. And I will also bring more theories in the future, so stay tuned. And now take care my dear Hillbillies rituals.